Here in Western Canada, we have less than 20% of our native grasses left. In some areas, that number is as low as 13%, which is really sad because you think of the cultural significance that these grasslands have for Western Canada, first the Indigenous peoples, and then the settlers that came out. Everybody talked about the prairies as being a vast inland sea of grass. And honestly, if you've ever had the opportunity to spend an afternoon in a grassland when the wind is blowing and you hear it swishing, you would think that you're in a sea. But it's disappearing, and it's disappearing at a real alarming rate.
The loss of Canada's native grasslands is also a loss for the world. Humans depend on nature for our very survival. And the loss of grasslands creates major environmental issues such as flooding, loss of wildlife habitat, and a reduction in soil carbon sequestration.
There's far more good than there ever has been bad.
I will choose you every moment from now until the end.
The greatest gift is watching my kids do exactly what I love. The greatest legacy, hopefully, be a few good memories.
I'm never leaving. I'll hold you in the dark or the daylight. You'll never.
All of that filter, whether it be the willows or those other riparian grasses and stuff that grow around the edges, that slows things down, and that's really important. This is a complete system. We have keystone species on our place.
When we first came here, we were pretty naive and green about how to graze properly. And then when we started to go to grazing conferences and learning more and more about the grasslands, we've been trying to adapt a principle of trying to mimic when the buffalo were here.
When a cow bites a piece of grass, she actually rips it. And she does what the buffalo did. When she rips it, that grass says, "Oh, shoot my roots down deeper." And that's a really important message for us. That was an aha moment.
The grain that I have feeding the cows right now came from a piece of land right beside mine, which is like amazing. Like there's a lot of vibrancy when this farm works with that farm, to make a go of it. When I see the blue cow, I think about my neighbors who are also milking cows, and we're all working towards a common goal of trying to be efficient and trying to take care of the planet and the soil. And I really just want to be in sort of a symbiotic relationship with the whole world. If everybody took care of the planet, if everybody took care of what they've been given, I think we'd all be a lot happier.
I live in the same environment that I farm in. So anything we can do to enhance the environment, enhance the overall benefits to the environment is things that we like to do, and that makes for a better community and a better place for us to raise our own families.
We recognize that we are going into an environment that is shared by other species, so it's important for us to make room for that species.
In the last year, we've fed approximately 50,000 tons of French fries. Just like humans that need a balance of food in their diets, cattle are the same. We work with a nutritionist company. When we feed silage to our cattle, it's like a salad that a human would eat and would be similar to the grass that they might eat when they're out on the ranch.
We've wanted to raise cattle that were low maintenance that would work for the commercial man, and we've kept that in mind since we've started. And it was good. I mean, there was things we had to tweak on the cows a little bit, going on to grass, and a couple things is disposition. You're going to have to tweak a little. You're not around them as much calving on grass. Udder quality and that, you tweak a little bit, but it works out perfect because 95% of our customers calve on grass, and so we're doing the same things.